Hey, what's up, you guys? I hope y'all are just looking great, feeling great, just being absolutely great today. Hey, wherever you at, good morning, good evening, good night, all that greatness. I just hope the greatness is shining all over you. It's been a it's been a great, crazy Monday. Like seriously, every day is different. Every day we get better, and like today is just was a different challenge. It was greatness, doing something different and trying to see what works, trying different stuff to see what we really like and what works, what don't work. I'm telling you, this homeschool thing is not a joke. So, us not being used to it, I have to try something different and see what works and see what don't work. And okay, I like this, I don't like this, and just continue to find until I find a formula or a system or a habit or strategy, whatever you want to call it, whatever name you want to put on it. I gotta find it to see what works. I know everybody else is probably struggling with the same thing. This is a season and time when you working on yourself or you trying to get better for you and your family, your kids. You have to get in that zone of planning and strategizing and finding a better way to do things, because everything just not gonna work. And when you find something you like, you just have to include it. You just have to do it. You have to just go with it until it get better. And another thing that I'm learning, you literally have to be doing things um, you literally have to be doing things 30 days, 40 days, 6 months, a year for it to really work, or for it to even see if it work or gonna prosper, and this is what you need to do. So you giving up on whatever you want to do in a few days, that just don't even make sense, because it takes time for things to work. It takes time for you to learn things. It takes time for you to get it down. Just like now, me getting my schedule down, it's a certain time I have to get up, or I'm not. It's a certain time I gotta do the video, or I'm not gonna get it done because the kids are everywhere. Just like now, when they see me doing videos, it's funny to them. They shocked. They like, what's she doing? Because I'm mostly normally doing my videos in the car, so nobody around me. There's no distractions. There's nothing. So I have to now, when they see me doing videos, that's the time when they are really interrupting me and stuff. Just like now, they see me doing video and you trying to interrupt, and it really don't even make it really don't even make sense. Hold on, y'all. Pause for a minute.
Mama, Brianna wet me. Swifter to clean up everything. Brianna had wet me. We don't even have that much.
Just have to close them out the way, because yeah, like I said, it takes practice. It takes for you to do it. And two, when you in that time where you know they probably gonna stress you out or you gonna say something negative, you just gotta keep your mouth closed and talk to them in a calm, positive state. And that's just not them, that's people, period. Because when you're learning and they're learning and you switching things up and you doing different stuff, you got to get used to it. It got to become a habit. A person has to do it over and over. You have to do it over and over and over and over to get it. So all I'm saying is, do not be mad. Do not get discouraged. Do not quit, because I'm telling you, to learn something new, it takes a while. It does not just happen overnight. It does not just happen in a week. It does not just happen in 2 weeks. That thing takes work, and that thing takes dedication, and it takes focus like no other. So that's just like something that I'm learning right now. Another thing that came to me today that I know that I used to do, or people used to do, you know how you judge stuff before you even try it? I noticed that's what the kids do. That's what I do. And I have to remind them, because they'll say, like, I don't like this. And I'm like green beans or something. They say they don't like it. What's something they said? Like celery. They say they don't like it. I'm like, well, have you tried celery? No, I just don't like it. How do you know you don't like something you never tried? You judging it before you even try it, just based off of how it looks, just based off how it smells. How can you do that? So Y'all, let's change our mindset up. Let's do it different. Do not judge, like they say the saying, do not judge a book by its cover. Why would you judge a book by its cover and you ain't even read not a chapter? Or you only read 2 chapters or 4 and it got 20. And you going off them 4 chapters and saying, oh, this book ain't good. How? The only book I know you can do that with is the Bible, because the Lord confirms. He lets you know. When you taste and see my word, you going to come back to it. So with the word, when you get to read, you going to want to come back. That's the only book you can read for a minute and just let it go and go on, because he knows you are going to come back. So we have to keep that in our mind to not look at something and judge it. Like, seriously, you can't just look at it and say, well, I don't like this. Why would you say that and you don't even know what it is? You ain't tried it. You gotta try it. So y'all kids do it. I know my kids have done it all the time. That's all they say. They don't like it. They can't. They this. So you have to really start changing these children's mind and getting their mind focused on something else and continue to be positive. It's a process. It's a building thing. That takes work. That takes work. And I'm telling you, if you're not you have to do it for yourself. You have to be that person first before you can get them to be it. I'm trying to make them do something. If I'm not doing it, what makes them do it? So if they say they don't like celery, I'm not a celery person either, but I'll drink it. Now I just eat all the greens that I do like. Spinach, broccoli. Come to find out, they like that too. So it's just a thing that we have to just try different stuff, see what works, see what don't work, and you know, that flow is gonna pick up. Like, you gonna figure out what it is that you need to do, what you know, system, what works for you. So keep that in mind when you're doing when you're trying different stuff. Like, it matters. It matters how long you stay in it. It matters. Y'all, prime example, I have so many people who try things. I had a friend who tried something. I told her something about it. She tried it for a day or 2 and then talking about she don't like it. When you do that, especially when you ask a person, when you come and ask me something, advice on it, and I give you the answer, the advice that I know worked for me, and then you come back and say, nah, don't ask me again. That's a lesson just for everybody. When you just ask a person a question, and if they give you the answer that they told worked for them, and then you say, oh, no, it don't work for me. You just try it one time, or you just give up on it, or you just hear what they say and then just give up on it. You hear what they say and give up on it. That doesn't make sense. It does not make sense to give up on something that you barely tried. Y'all got to get out of that. And I'm sorry, y'all. This camera going to be moving because I'm holding it with my arm. So my stand is in the house. Like I said, I got to get the video in when I can get it in, because the kids is all over the place. And it really wouldn't be successful if I did it in there, because right now they amp, they loose, they all into stuff. But, you know, I apologize, y'all, because it's people outside, it's stuff out here, so it's all type of noise out here, but it's still not as rowdy as it is in the house, because it's like 5 of them right now, and that's not even all of them. And they, you know, when they just go in a bit, they just be amped, they just be rowdy, they just be in that zone where they want to be doing all that talking and all that stuff. So, you know, they kids. It doesn't bother me. Get it out. Get tired so you can bath and go to bed. You know, be successful like that. So that's their time, whatever. So, just kind of let them do it. I had a little free time to get this in, but that's really what I want to share. You know, like, that was in my spirit today. Don't judge a book by its cover. Like, test things out. Test people out. Like, test them out for a while to see. Sit back and watch. Sit back and hear what they say. Sit back and watch their moves. Don't just go off of, oh, I seen that and I don't like it, or I heard this and I don't like it. You messing up. You messing up when you do that. You messing up when you do that. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of that. Don't hear something, especially like people have it twisted too. Like if somebody asks you something about somebody, you just take what they tell you and you run with it. Why listen what somebody say about somebody else and not really getting the true facts for yourself? Not watching their actions, not seeing what they doing. You just gonna say this person said this, and you take it and you just gonna believe it, huh? You just gonna roll with it. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. I'm telling you now, do not go off of what people are saying. Do not get that in your spirit. Hear what they have to say. Of course, be respectful and hear what they have to say. But don't let that be the ending. What they say, don't let that be the answer for you. Because remember, this is your test. This ain't their test. This is your test. So it's your answer that matters. And thank you, Holy Spirit, because I just got that right now. It's your answer that matters, not their answer. So when you asking them for different stuff, it's kind of like you're cheating because it's a test you supposed to pass. So get the information for yourself. Get the information for yourself. And when you hear what the answer is and when you learn what it is, write it down, take advantage, go with it, live it, do it. That way you can pass your own test because they can't pass no test for you. When it's something you want to do or something you want to know, you asking somebody else and they give you the answer, that's all fine and dandy. But they ain't the one with the issue. You still gotta you still have to do the work. Come on now. Come on now. They can't do the test for you. It's people who going to school for people online. How? So somebody else getting a degree for you, but you just getting the money. That don't make sense. You ain't getting no knowledge. You ain't getting no... we ain't even gonna get into that. It's a lot of people doing strange things, and they want the benefit, but they're not doing the work. Come on now. I know what I'm talking about because I was one like that. I was wanting these things. I was asking for these things. I was praying to God for things when I know I ain't did a lick of work. Y'all just gonna be honest. I ain't do no work. I ain't did no work for it. But I'm asking God for these things. How foolish and how selfish of me. How wrong of me. And that's all I keep getting. You asking me for something that you not even willing to do. You're not even willing to do the work. You don't even want to make a sacrifice. The little bit I'm asking you, you so afraid to give it up and change because you feel like you losing. Instead of being obedient to what I'm telling you and know that you are doing the right thing. That it's going to work out for your good and not your bad. For your good. So let's be obedient. Let's not judge a book by its cover. Read the whole book. You want to know about somebody, ask them personally. Go to the source itself. Don't sit and listen to what nobody else got to say. And if you got something you got a question you need to ask or want to know, seek wise counsel. That's when the change come in. It makes no sense to go to your friend who in a bad relationship and you asking her about a relationship. That don't make no sense. You seeking counsel, but that's false and dumb, foolish counsel. You supposed to seek wise counsel. Wise counsel. Wise counsel. Let me keep saying it. Wise. It's some people ain't wise. I don't care if they older. It's some people who are not wise. And you seeking their counseling. They counsel. Y'all better wake up and see who you talking to. Just like I was telling a friend today. Another thing too, you sowing in wrong places. And y'all, this is just my just speak, speak now, just speak, or just speak now. However, I'm on the spot speaking what my thoughts and what's coming to my mind right now. So bear with me, hang in there, and let's get it. But that's another thing. She shared with me how much she was sending to a person in jail, $200 to a person in jail, and they have the nerve to be mad at you and cussing you out. First of all, if the person in jail, they did something to get in there, that's a test. You're already wrong. But $200 you done gave them and it's already gone now? That's just abuse. And they just... We're not even going to start there. Like I told her, first of all, that's jail. You in jail for a reason. It's some reason. And if you innocent, let the Lord deal with it, because I guarantee you, if you innocent, you will be out of there. But when a person is in that situation, you don't help them. You hindering them by sending them money. They like, oh, my family got me. They talking bold in there. Probably gambling the money and everything because it's gone. But my thing is, it's jail. You're sowing your seed in the wrong place. When you could have gave it to a homeless and reaped 100-fold, double for that money. But it talks about in the word when you sow your seed into bad soil, stony ground, rocky. Y'all better go read, man. It says something about it. You have to know. I'm not sowing into nobody. That's with family member too. Because if you're not helping yourself, why am I going to help you? If I'm giving you funds to support a habit, no, that's not good soil. You're not sowing in the right places. That's why you're not reaping. The only way I can share this with you, because somebody shared it with me. They were like, as much as you give, you should be seeing a return. You might need to stop and look at who you're giving to. Because it might be bad soil that you sowing your seeds in. And sure enough, that's what it is, bad soil. I'm sowing my seeds in the wrong places. Hey, it's the wrong places. You got to be careful who you giving to. Because these folks ain't doing nothing to better themselves. How you giving a person in jail $200, helping them? And that's just a small example. We help people outside of jail who ain't doing nothing. Whew, y'all better wake up. Stop sowing your seeds in the wrong place, because I love you. I'm working on myself, getting better and falling in love with me. I'm prospering, growing. I want y'all to prosper too. And you got to get the information. You got to change your mindset up. You cannot feel bad about it. You got to go on with it. You cannot feel bad about it. Especially if they're grown. If you were grown enough to get in there, you have to be grown enough to get yourself out of this mess. That's what I had to learn with me. I made so many bad beds, and I had to lay in it. My bed was bad, nasty, icky, disgusting. I didn't love myself. So everything around me, I didn't show love. So I had to clean that up. Or I can live in it. I can sit in it. Either way, the result or the consequence that come with me or the reward is on me. It's either consequence or reward. One of the two. So, I'm not tripping when stuff happens, because I'm like, you know what? When it come around to me, I be like, you know what? See, that's why I ain't gonna do it. That's what make me better, to not even focus on doing it. So, you live, you learn. But it's a test. I don't want to keep flunking the test. I'm sick of flunking these tests. I was in school like that. When I flunked, y'all just don't know. When I flunked the test, when I didn't pass, I was mad inside. But then I'm like, you know what? I can't even be mad because I didn't study. I did not study. So how I'm going to be mad at something and I know I didn't study for? That's just craziness. Something is wrong with that. That's foolish thinking. When you thinking you got a test in front of you, but you ain't looked at nobody notes. Nobody knows. How? It's crazy. So we have to be mindful of that. We have to realize when there's a test in front of us, when we go through things or what we put out, mess we put out or something that we did wrong, it's consequences to it. We got to deal with that. But, hey, y'all, I'm going to get in here with these kids. That's all I wanted to share with y'all. Think on it. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your comments. What you doing this quarantine time? What's going on? Tell me. I want to hear, y'all. It's so beautiful outside, like the neighborhood. See, y'all can't even see it. What I'm showing y'all ain't justice on what I'm seeing, the beauty of it. So it's like it's no point in showing y'all how I look, because I just turned the camera on and it just didn't show none of the scenery or really how I look, so that was kind of pointless. But it's really beautiful out here, and I just hope y'all get to enjoy it. Have a wonderful day. Mwah.